Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Symphony. Symphony Entertainment, Gaming, and Arts is my gaming company that focuses on horror systems, indie games, organic content, and player agency in an attempt to bring a symphonic approach to horror role playing. I am your host and your storyteller this evening as we are back with Sanguine Arch. Symphony's very first Vampire the Masquerade campaign. It takes place in modern nights here in Columbus, Ohio. We only have one announcement, and that's that Symphony does have a Patreon. So if you like this content and you would like to help us make more of it or directly influence the content, thank you, backers who are participating in the Bane and Boone program. Those are working out beautifully for our PCs. Please venture over to patreon.com/Symphony Entertainment for more information. Red lines have been discussed with the casting crew. The X card is in play. X's can be sent via private message, or they can be sent or done visibly where we can see it. We'll also be using the red, yellow, green traffic light method. If a safety tool is enacted, no judgment is passed, no questions are asked. Without further ado, let us unveil this cast. Cast members, please introduce yourselves. Tell us who you are, where people can find you, and who you are playing tonight, if you know, because I have a feeling that some of us are going to be playing multiple. Let us start with Tracy.
Hi, I'm Tracy. I am playing the Thin Blood Leah, who's having a real rough time. You can find me online as Mythical Magpie on most social media.
Love it, love it, love it. And we're going to kick it over to my wife, Tiffany.
Hi, I'm Tiffany. I'm playing Ivy, the Banu Hakim. You can find me and my art at Color Cat Designs on most social medias.
Love it, love it. And then we're going to kick it down to my husband. If you guys haven't noticed a pattern, we all go together. Carl, hit us, baby.
Hi everyone, I'm Carl. I am usually found over on the Symphony Discord as Fizzlemeyer, and I'm playing Kevin Mercer, the Brujah tonight.
Amazing. And as you can see, we are absent our other husband, Doc. Doc is doing amazing things on somebody's stage production right now. Doc, we miss you already. It sucks when we record and we don't have the entire cast, but we will do what we can to make you proud, to keep the beats going, and we will find a way to hurt Connor or allow Connor to hurt himself or let the plot hurt Connor or Mr. Prim hurt Connor or Connor. All types of hurt will be coming your way, Doc, as soon as you get back. So we miss you and we look forward to your return. Caster, you guys ready? We're polygamerists, says the Zoom chat. I support this. I support this. Caster, we ready to rock and roll?
Hmm.
Okay. Oh, Tracy's like
We'll
chasing the
see.
answer, y'all. Leah, would you be so kind as to present our chronicle tenets?
I will. Never endanger or betray the domain. Our community is stronger together. Unapologetically defend their traditions. They keep us safe. Ambition is rewarded. Liabilities are destroyed.
Leah, you are outside, all of you are outside the Fort Rapids water park. What you've just recently separated yourself from, you just know inherently is going to follow you for the rest of your own life. The things that you heard, the things that you smell, the things that you tasted, the pain that you feel. That's just one of those experiences that tends to stick on the inside of your rib cage that nestles itself like a tick deep into your soul, and you don't ever actually get away from it. And in this moment, it's not entirely certain whether you're going to get away from it at all. Leah, you are in the back of, I believe, Ivy's car. We drove Ivy's car out here, correct? Because Kevin was on a motorcycle.
Hmm.
Kevin, is it safe to say that you're piling into the vehicle for next steps?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Who is in the back seat with Ivy, if anyone is? Well, someone has to because Connor is here, just kind of like on a mute button.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I would like to sit on one side of Justice.
Okay. Okay. Who's still completely unconscious. So that's more of a body that's slumped in the corner. So if
Mhm.
Justice is, face into the glass, slumped over, drifting in and out of consciousness, but in a helpless condition, and you're nestled up to him, who's sitting directly next to you? Something's telling me it's probably Kevin if Ivy's driving.
Yeah, if Ivy's driving, then it'll probably be Kevin because I've got a little bit of medical knowledge. Not a lot, but some.
What are you sitting on as far as your medical background, Kevin?
So probably honestly just basic first aid.
Okay.
I've got a decent intelligence and 1 dot in medicine, so probably first aid and maybe some anatomy classes.
No, I like this. So before I hop back to Lee, I'm just going to ask you a question. You have a basic understanding of human anatomy. You are a kindred and have been for 30, 40 years at this point. So you have a basic understanding of how you operate, how your body's, your supernatural entity interacts with the world around you. What you're attempting to apply first aid on right now, it's not half of one world, half of another. It is a heinous and conflicted combination of the both. Where the kindred lines in, her human kicks on, you can actually recognize that her heart is beating and it's making her spill out blood even faster, which she was already hungry walking into this. She's had compromised feeding coming into this. And as of right now, she is pouring out in the back of Ivy's car. Just very briefly, talk us through what this discovery of first aid looks like as you're trying to apply it to Leah.
It's a combination of Kevin usually reacts pretty easily to things, but this is a combination of like, oh, this is not even remotely how it was in anything that I studied. Um, is why he doesn't study the squickier things in life. Like,
Mm-hmm.
um, so I think it's one of those like he tries to stop the bleeding to start with, but like doesn't have a good handle on it because he hasn't really cared about stopping bleeding in 30 years. Like,
Mm-hmm.
um, and just sort of like not like some very inelegantly going through it,
Yeah.
basically. And I think he's probably trying to give her whatever remains of whatever blood bag he happens to have on him, just to give her something to focus on and eat. But that's probably not great for her unless she has iron stomach. Um,
It's not.
okay, great. So she probably gives you a blood bag, which you immediately throw up, which causes more problems.
Well, I think that I can drink blood from a blood bag. I think as a thin blood, that's a thing that I can do.
Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Now,
So
the fact that she's dealing with massive internal bleeding might be that she can't swallow it all right now.
That's
yeah,
That's trying to give somebody water or Gatorade that has what 4 massive puncture wounds that go all the way through them. That might be one of the things as you're trying to open up the blood bag and pour it down, more of her is coming out.
yeah. Yeah, and I think that's kind of where he ends up is what he's really doing is not fixing anything, but he's just keeping the process going.
Going.
Like what so, blood in, vitae out, blood in, vitae out, trying to keep it at roughly the same rate while Ivy is driving on the back streets trying to find some place to take her.
would there by any chance be a moment where he would reach through his pockets to find something to staunch bleeding or whatever, like to look to see what he's got on
Oh
him?
yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And he would
Gauzes and
find
things of that nature. Yeah.
and he would find a green post-it note in his pocket.
Okay.
And I sent it to you in the chat, but if you want to read it out loud or if you want me to read it out loud.
You are a kind spirit, but you are safe to show what you hide behind the smile. I think he'll like they'll have a moment like leaving a bloody thumbprint on that,
Mm.
and he'll tuck that away and put it into like his wallet before he continues.
And he's seen her with a thing of post-it notes. It's like she gives them to people, writes things
Yeah.
down. So
And
where from is not.
yeah. And at that point, like he redoubles his efforts. It's again, it's maintenance, it's not healing, but he's doing what he can.
And then just really fast, we're gonna freeze because Carl's frame is frozen.
It
Is
did?
that is that
No.
it's not
No.
freezing?
No, that's
Oh.
on your end.
Oh, it's just on my end? Well, thank
No,
Lord, because you're
I
locally.
saw it.
No?
Oh, well, look at God. You're recording locally too. So at least we can
Yes.
use your video over mine. That works perfectly. Okay.
Yep.
Tiffany, I just have a quick question while this is going down. The car is going into reverse. You are pulling it off of the gravel path, or actually, you guys put up directly in front of the facility. So the car is in reverse. You're getting ready to head out during that long open road before you catch back on the broad street. You can hop on a freeway. And the first thought that hits you is, and we need to discuss this, is like, where the fuck are you going to take her? You know you have to take her somewhere. You know that she's bleeding out. You know that she's dying. That thin blood,
Mhm.
your coterie member, your friend may actually die in the back seat of this car. So you know you have the urgency, but you don't have the directionality because you two actually need to discuss where you're taking Leah. But before you guys get to that, I do have one question for you, Ivy.
Yes.
Leah's bleeding out in your back seat. Does that spike your hunger? Is thin blood palatable? And I don't think the book addresses it, so I'm giving you creative
Yeah.
freedom on this. Does this just smell like human blood running in the back? Does it smell like some mutation, some horrid nonsense, or is this vitae according to your
Um,
palate?
it probably I would think would be like almost like sour milk probably. Like it
Mm,
smells like human blood, but it's not okay. And it kind of has a touch of, vampire vitae, but it's off.
okay,
Like
so this isn't anything that's stimulating
no.
your hunger at this point, especially due to the fact that you're sitting on 3 aggravated right now too, as well.
Yes.
It's a car
But
very
I'm trying to
hungry
keep
for me.
my eye on the prize.
And Kevin and Leah, not Kevin and Leah, Kevin and Ivy. Who
Well,
is
I'll
that
probably
prize?
like look in the back and be like, I know I'm taking justice to Aya or to Ayan Mohammed. Where do you think we should take Leah?
Best I can think of is Gloria.
Yeah, I know, and I hate it
Yeah,
because we know she's been tracking her and she's not doing well, but I think that's going to be the safest place.
I hate it too, but Gloria's got an obligation to take care of her, and she's already got the resources in place. I can't believe I didn't fucking think of this. I should have thought of this the second we made sure Thin Blood was part of the coterie. I am going to fix that. But for right now, I can spin something up, but we've got to get her to a place that can keep her stable.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully, like Gloria's obsession with her and her mom's will be enough to keep Leah alive so we can get that situation resolved too.
Agreed.
Okay. Um, then let's take Leah first to Gloria because Justice is just taking a nap. He'll be fine. So, yeah, I guess I'll speed over to Gloria's then.
Okay. Leah, about drifting in and out of consciousness, because that's basically where you're swimming in and out of. You go into dark, still waters and you come out on one end, and then you slip back into these waters and you're able to come up for air just enough to look around and then drop back in. Let's stay in that moment for a moment. So, as you drift out of the waters, you and Kevin can feel your body temperature lowering as you don't have the blood running through your system. You can feel things getting colder. That water that you slip into feels colder and darker. And I hate to articulate it this way, but almost welcoming, inviting, peaceful. Maybe dying isn't as bad as people imagine that it would be. This isn't terrible. It's different, but it's not terrible. It's to the point where you're not even recognizing pain at this moment right now as the shock has taken over its system. But as you drift out of these dark waters and you come back and you're in the back of a moving car, what is going through Leah's mind? What is Leah experiencing?
I think because of what everything that just happened, there are two things that are really forefront in her mind. I mean, she saw everything that happened and who all got hurt and who didn't. And she knows that Ivy got hurt.
Mhm.
Because the two of them were in it. Um, but I think the last thing that she really is focusing on is that woman draining justice. And in that last moment, there was no hesitation in shooting her. And while she'll probably, if she makes it, think about that and have to process that later. The first thing that comes to her mind though is justice okay?
Mm.
Um, and then so she might say his name, and probably not even be able to look around and fully perceive what's happening in the car around her. And then she will probably ask for her mom's, because she's a big bad vampire, right? She's not, but she is a creature of the night now. She is cursed, she's damned. But she still wants her mom's for comfort, because that's been the only constant in her life. So yeah, I think she will call out to make sure that Justice is okay, and then ask for her mom's.
And just as you call out for your moms, you can feel your buoyancy in this space surrender, and you fall under as just the dark waters ahead of you flood into your mouth, your esophagus, your throat, your lungs, and those cries are muted as you just slip in and out of this moment. And Kevin, you hear it very clearly as Leah's in the backseat coughing and spewing up blood. She's, you think she's asking about justice, and then suddenly you're just holding a child that's asking for her mom's.
Uh, this is probably, if anyone were here and conscious to see it, this would probably be the first time that you've seen Kevin completely out of sorts. Um, can I still feel her heartbeat? Is she still
She's still
okay?
breathing. She's sputtering. It's hard to breathe. Whatever was punctured through her back probably clipped a lung.
Okay.
She's pouring out all over you. Her blood is warm, but you can feel her body temperature coming down. But there's just something inside of you, Kevin. You haven't been alive for 30 years, but when a child starts calling out for their mom in their final moments, you don't know if you're going to make it to Glorious in time or not.
Fuck. Okay. Um,
And I forgot, despite how human she is, she still cries blood tears.
oh
Oh,
God. Um, what kind of car is this? Is this an old enough to have a cigarette lighter?
ooh.
Oh,
Oh shit, you're muted.
can't hear you.
Love Symphony.
Bingo. I was just trying to mute the nonsense in my room. Anyways, um, probably not, only because like they stopped doing that on the regular. Like you would have to ask for that as an extra. And since it's like a Nissan Altima, even like the oldest it's gonna be is probably like a 2015. They still didn't have them.
Okay.
Now,
Well, of
if the
course,
goal is just to carterize something,
yeah.
Connor did bring a goodie bag of a bunch of shit. You can't tell me that he doesn't have anything in there that doesn't have a
Yeah.
flame
That's true.
attached to
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're at like tourniquet slash cauterize situation at this point. Like I need to buy time to get her to Gloria's.
Okay.
Um, I think in an attempt to minimize the effect, he'll roll the window down. But I think there's basically nothing else to do other than do some cauterizing, and not like a full tourniquet, but like, tie some scraps around the wound so that less blood can get in there.
Man, open surgery on the thin blood in the back of a moving vehicle. Things literally couldn't get worse for this group until Ivy, as you are heading under the last street lamp, and you are at that point where you're crossing over the railroad tracks, and there's four or five other, industrial parkways away before you hit the main street. One, two, three, four figures emerge onto the road from the periphery of the gravel and the tree line. There's, from what you can see in the wash of your headlights, there's a tall, older gentleman that's in a wide brim straw hat. There is a young woman beside her. Next to her, a tall middle-aged male that's also in suspenders, boots, another hat, and then the fourth figure is a very, very large Bernese mountain dog that's covered in mud.
Like they just step out, like,
They
and
step
see
out onto
us.
the street, yeah,
Oh, like
and
they want to stop us.
it looks like they're gonna try.
Ooh, if I was awake, I could help you.
Um, hey Kevin, take a look. What do you think? Run through?
uh kind of sinner's ass thing is this? Um,
Kevin, you have common sense, right?
yeah, I do actually.
And premonition,
And
correct?
premonition. So if either of those wants to trigger, that'd be great.
Okay, I got you, baby. Question mechanically for the table. Is that cheesy?
No, that's what
No,
it's
Or
for.
is that okay? Okay, okay,
I
okay.
mean,
I didn't want that to
also,
it's
feel I don't want this to feel like spoon feedy or anything like
I
that.
was
Like
just about I was just about to type that in the chat because I mentioned them to the coterie before.
that's exactly
yeah,
what I was getting ready to ping
yeah.
was this conversation to Kevin. I just
There's
wanted to make
that.
sure that wasn't out of character like cheesy.
No.
No, she mentioned them, and then that's kind of how premonition works, is it's
Okay.
almost like Spidey sense.
Okay.
Also, from a mechanical perspective, I spent 18 experience points on those two
You was
things.
like, bitch,
So,
no, these moments matter.
so every now and again, I'd like it to come the fuck up.
Okay.
Yep, that's right. That's
I
right.
just wanted to make sure that that wasn't magic wand Disney on you. Okay,
No,
the whole table.
No, that's what those are for.
parents are
Look
for.
at God. Okay, we're cooking great. So Ivy asked Kevin, like, hey, what do you think? And Kevin, this is a better idea of what you see. Because unless I'm wrong, don't you also have like heightened senses, vision, and blah, blah, blah?
Heightened senses, and I usually use vision.
Okay, perfect. So you have a much better view than what Ivy is working with. Ivy can see the four figures, but as you look out beyond her headlights and your eyes begin to make adjustments, the first thing that you're able to see is all four of these individuals have glowing feral red eyes. And that's something you immediately recognize as an animalism ability to see into the dark. Vampires cannot inherently see in the dark, but one of the low levels of animalism gives you the ability to pierce the darkness, but your eyes glow red when it happens. So that's just something that you recognize. The other thing is the older gentleman that is walking towards you, you can see this. He's in a black suit with no collar. It's a plain white shirt, suspenders, and the entire outfit just emphasizes simplicity and practicality. And you're looking at him and you immediately recognize this individual as Amish. And then you recognize that the woman beside him and the man before him are dressed similarly but appropriate for their genders, respectively. And then the dog. And it's not that a vision comes to you as much as a memory comes from out of focus with your nervous system active. The goddamn balloons. What a horrible time for the balloons to come up. It's not so much as a premonition as much as a clarity of a memory that kind of just, tickles the surface of your mind. Leah spoke of this group of Amish gangrel that operate independently of Nia Glass's domain somewhere up north going towards Plain City. That's the encounter that they came into contact with Justice where she was recently injured. I mean, you're holding together one of her, dislocated ribs on top of her bleeding out all over you right now, but you do recognize these individuals. And just to tie Leah in here, Leah, I don't want explanation on what you told them because we can go back to previous episodes for that, but I do want impressions. What is the emotional portfolio that I can deliver Kevin through the premonition from your interaction with them? I know there was a bit of awe and wonder because she kept bringing it up like, guys, did you know there are Amish gangrel? And you're muted, of course. Bingo.
Bingo.
So awe and wonder he would understand from that
Yes.
premonition. What else were the emotional profiles or impressions that you had of them?
Powerful.
Powerful.
They had a powerful presence to the point that someone who I think is scary, Justice, was paused around them. But also I hope I made it clear that they were protecting their community. So they were very, very family oriented.
Awe, wonder, powerful, protective, family oriented. That's what your premonition kicks in onto the clarity of this memory when Ivy asks you, "Hey, what do you think about this group in front of me?" And they're not ceasing. The car is still moving forward, and they're approaching the car as if they're ready to take the car down if they have to. Yes,
we
3 for 3 on the mute button.
no, that was just me pausing.
Oh, okay,
Um,
okay. Damn.
I
Here it
don't
comes.
I don't screw with mute buttons. Um, I I think it's probably worth hearing what they've got to say. I think these are the ones that Leah was talking about. Maybe we can get an option we didn't have before,
Okay.
which I would
Okay.
very much like. Spurt.
Oh yeah.
All right. Well, do you have a gun back there just in case?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
I have a couple of my own, and I'm pretty sure there's some more in Connor's fun bag.
Yeah. Connor in the
that
front
just
seat with
sounds dirty.
the duffel bag of weapons that he got from his haven. Yeah, you guys are armed. You guys are armed, honey.
Okay. So, yeah, then I'll start rolling slowly and see if their body posture, becomes more aggressive. But
Ivy, you're an assassin, a mercenary by trade.
mhm.
Aggression and hostility is not what you're seeing, but what you are seeing is that hyper focused surgical levels of intentionality that you have when you're on target.
Okay.
So it's not hostility, it's not aggression, but you also know that that is an option that is completely on the table if something intercedes between them and whatever their target mission is at this moment.
Okay. Yeah, I'll then yeah, stop the car and roll down my window.
The car comes to a stop, and Kevin, you have to just ask yourself, this is time you're losing on Leah. If this delays point A to point B, this woman may die in your arms crying for her moms because you stopped to say hi to the not so friendly neighborhood gangrel. Ivy, you can hear and feel the pressure on the trunk of your car as 4 paws of a 200-pound Bernese mountain dog jumps onto the hood of your Nissan Altima, climbs over your windshield. You think for a moment that it may give, and then stops on the top of the car. The 20s gentleman just moves by the car, stalking the inside of it, and closes in the rear. And you've seen packs hunt before.
Hmm.
They're closing you in, they're locking you in, but the older gentleman with the hat is moving with an almost antagonistic, but you think you don't know him, but it's an almost antagonistic level of unbothered and unhurried given the situation. He looks to you as soon as he crosses over to your open window. He looks across at Connor. He looks back at Kevin. He looks at Leah, and he looks at Justice, and you immediately recognize as he doesn't say anything to you and moves right by you that his target, their target, is Justice. Doesn't speak to you, and he moves and he goes to open the rear driver door if it's unlocked.
Um, well, that would be at Kevin's back if he's leaning over Leah.
Mhm.
Um, but I will, yeah, I don't know if I mean, my doors are unlocked, but I don't know
Okay.
if Kevin locked it. Um, but I will kind of tilt my head back towards Kevin and say, I think they want justice.
Oh, for God's sake.
Kevin, is that back door open? Because Jebediah is definitely getting ready to open it and just pull Justice out.
I I'm gonna flip a coin, actually.
Oh, I like
I
this.
I have no idea. I don't know. All right, so painted side. Okay. Yes, it is locked.
It is locked.
It
Okay.
is locked.
It is locked, but you had unrolled the window, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So he goes to open the door. It's unlocked. He just reaches in and starts.
What do you want with him?
Really, the question is, what are you going to do with him? And do you have the time to post these inquiries? And then he looks over at Leah.
Can you help her?
She's not my concern.
Drive.
And he grabs onto Justice as soon as you say that.
I I have celerity. And I'm real. Oh, fucking hell.
Yo, come
Yeah,
on now.
that's in clan.
Fucking gangrel.
These are the ones that that Justice were afraid of.
Really quickly, as
Mhm.
things start to happen in the car,
Yeah.
would it be, am I too far gone to spend a willpower to regain consciousness for just a second?
I personally love that. Anybody else feel that's cheesy in the moment? We can chop for it. Otherwise, I'm great with it.
As long as she spends the willpower she's got, I think,
Mm.
what is it, like a round or something like
It's
that?
around, yeah.
It's around. Yep, I love it. Because remember, tech out of character here, and Carl, you can cut this. We're making you be unconscious. Technically, if you still have health points, you're allowed to walk around and do shit. You could be in combat
Yeah.
right now if you
hate
wanted
that.
to.
No, I hate that.
You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make any sense, but technically, until you hit 0 health, you're allowed to be up running around. You could be in
Well,
combat
yeah.
right now if you wanted to.
Well,
We're
you don't
doing
have
this for fluff.
you don't have enough disadvantages. You're going to stack one else on.
Well, I mean, to be fair, like I hated that about D&D. You could have 1 hit point and still be like killing people.
Right,
Like,
right.
no.
Toppling kingdom. So mechanically, none of this makes sense whatsoever. We're just doing this for fun.
Okay.
So
So-
I'm great with it.
Okay. As things start to jostle and there seems to be something happening around me, Leah would spend a bit of her remaining will to try and open her eyes and see what's happening. And she sees that something has a hand on Justice. Do I have the ability to see who it is from where I'm laying?
Yeah, because you're laying on Justice. So you would recognize that black collared pin. You would recognize the claws that are turning, or the fingers that are turning into claws. Yeah. You know this. You know exactly who this is.
So I'll look up to Jebediah. Are you going to take care of him?
Quick question. Does the car take off, or are we still in this hold right now?
Well, if I hear her, I stop.
Okay.
Like I probably have my foot like nobody 2 feet drives, but I'm going to in case I have to like let go of the gas and just punch
floor
it.
Okay.
I think if there's any hesitation, the next thing that she's going to say to the whatever is their family. Their family.
You're able to gurgle that out, and Leah, you slip right back into the cold waters where you're able to just you're coming in and out. You don't know if he responded to you. You don't know if he doesn't. But the one thing you're catching is just red, feral eyes looking to you. His head turns just slightly, and he says, he's family.
Does he back up?
No, he keeps his hand on Justice.
Uh,
The Banu Hakim and this Amish group are damn near the same thing and just different perspectives. Would you back up?
No. I mean, it depends. I mean, I guess it depends what my,
what your goal is, what your target is. Yeah. There's a kinship that you're recognized as like, goddamn, these gangrel went to the school of Banu Hakim. Got it. You can just feel that charge in the area.
So, all right. So they're locked on target. Bridgett, can I make a lore roll to see about if I might know what that would mean for a gangrel? Like declaring somebody family, or
I don't even think you would have to roll for it on that one. I wouldn't throw a chop on that one either. You don't know the history behind this particular gangrel group, pack, association, or anything of that nature. You know that none of the gangrel are in Columbus right now. So that should flag something major right now. They either got tolerance from Neoglass to be here, or they said, fuck them traditions and that bitch and showed up anyways. So without knowing the specifics of this particular group and their relationship to Justice, family is just family. You can interpret that however you want. But the fact that they either violated a tradition or went to a prince to be here is going to flag the severity of their intentionality for you pretty straightforward.
Okay. And using common sense, would it occur to me that if they were making either a transgression or called in a favor that big, that they would want to do him harm?
Probably not.
Okay.
Probably not.
Ivy, I don't think they mean to harm him.
I don't think you have enough time to have this conversation. I'm going to take him. Is that going to be a problem?
It won't. I was gonna say it won't for me, but it will for her as I gesture to Leah.
Hey, Leah. Well, actually, I should say, hey, Tracy.
That's
On
me.
the
Hi.
opposite side of the car, I'm putting you right back into the shoes of Rachel Zook.
Oh, fuck. All right. I think if there is hesitation and she thinks that they might take off, if she has to, she'll pull the car door off.
Okay.
We're out in the street, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah. And it's in like one of those, you've been to Fort Rapids. It's like tucked off warehouse district. There's absolutely nothing around, which is why they're comfortable walking around with red eyes.
Okay. That was I was like, okay, are we masquerade
Okay.
right now? Okay.
No.
So if she thinks that they're gonna bolt, she's gonna make it easy for him to get that man out of that car, and she's gonna put claws in and try and rip the car door off using potence.
Okay.
Jesus. All right. Fucking hell.
Open the door.
I will fuck. I will open the door. Bridgett, can I try and slip a burner phone onto Justice?
Reverse question. Do you have a burner phone very easily on you right now?
I would have at least my main phone.
You can slip that one onto him.
Okay.
But going into a bag, grabbing a burner phone and doing it while this is happening very quickly, no.
Fuck. Okay. All right. I am going to lock my phone and try and hide it on Justice so that they'll at least think it's his or take it with them. Basically, so that it can't easily be found.
Nope, I'd love that. I'm not even going to make you throw a subterfuge or a streetwise or anything on that one. You can slip the phone into a pocket of Justice as Jebediah is hoisting Justice out of the car. He is going to grab Justice with level of this is a weight of a plaything for me. He just hands it over to you, Rachel. And then he is going to look, or he's going to move to the driver's seat and look at you, Ivy. A problem for the thin blood? How?
He is, they are bound. She loves him.
Is she still under his accounting?
Yes.
Yes.
He's going to look over the hood of the car to the gentleman in the back, the burner on top, and then he's going to look at Rachel. And Rachel, you almost recognize this as a challenge or a test that you're going to inevitably fail. But he's asking for your opinion, but you already know he's already made up his mind on probably what happens next. But he's just curious how far short you can fall from his grace of disappointment in your opinion on the matter.
That's mean. I don't normally get the IV treatment. So
damn.
Tell me that's not what this is. Or the Connor treatment.
Or the Connor treatment.
Yeah. Okay, so the options that are at their disposal are to take the girl with them. But she's not of their community yet. Another way that she's not part of anything, really.
But you know that he's a veterinarian and a vampire and has his own home facilities.
That is true. But she also knows that having a thin blood near would be problematic, but also going against an accounting would be problematic. So she's not really got a great set of options here. I could fly her somewhere quickly. I suspect that her flight form is some type of either hawk or I don't know, maybe even a turkey vulture if she's out in like
turkey vulture feels so authentic for
like that feels unsexy for vampires.
Yes.
But the idea for a gangrel is to try and fit in where they are. So she may not have a full carry speed in her flight form, but maybe if another one of her siblings helped her, So that's the first thing that comes to her head, because every other option feels like it's wrong, and she does not want the ire of Nia Glass on her family.
Right. Right. I mean, your family also does call her the whore prince, but
I
Not
didn't.
wrong.
So then she waits a minute to see like she's watching his micro expressions, because as the head of the family, it's desperately in need of making sure that what she says is right. So if he is not immediately pleased, she'll pass out another option.
Okay. He's immediately displeased. And before you can even get through half of the second option, he's already back to the Pano Hakim at the front seat. We can take it with us. We could guarantee its survival. But it'd be outside of Glass's domain.
What kind of promise do we have that they will be safe? Well, I know he will be. He's of your clan. But that she will also be safe. Like, can we make a deal? If you can keep her outside of Nia Glass, that's better.
What are you offering?
Well, I don't know if you're aware of who I am or what I do, but what I do is not very nice. Sorry, I was movie quote. Sorry.
Movie quote. Worth it.
So, if you have some targets,
Uh,
or if you have,
you're one of those. Passionate one in the back seat. Do you have anything interesting to offer?
What do you need that you can't get in your community?
We're self-sufficient. That's why we don't stay within your whore prince's domain. And it's weird to hear the word whore coming out of an Amish man's voice. And you can only recognize that it's probably his beast talking more than him.
I'm a little confused as to what as a player, I'm a little confused as to what they're actually asking for.
So I'll give you this. He's not asking for anything up front. He's just fishing to see what you would offer.
mm-hmm.
Are you offering boons? Are you offering intelligence? Are you, he's just fishing to see almost like what's the value on this girl's life to them.
I can offer let's see, what are the levels of boons?
In V5, there's trivial, there's minor, there's blood. No.
There's major and then blood.
Major, blood, and life. Give me just a quick second to go look at that, guys. Because
that sounds about right.
I feel like that is too, but Tracey, they dropped one of the levels that we are used to.
Oh, shoot. Okay.
And I think the level they dropped might have been, they might have dropped blood.
That's the one that would make the most sense to me.
I personally agree.
Yeah, that was always been a weird one.
Right, because like depending what you're asking for, just getting somebody, I mean, unless you're like a Tremere, getting somebody's blood or having, unless you're talking about a blood bond, it's dumb.
Yeah, and I've heard some people say that like a blood bond or a blood boon means like you would fight in a fight with or for someone.
Yeah.
But that's not consistent. Like that's not consistently interpreted that way.
And they did get rid of it. Thank God. That's one we don't have to worry about because, in my opinion, Tracey, it irritates me because the difference between a blood boon and a life boon in our game is a thin ass line. You're willing to spill blood for me, but not die. Well, if you're already spilling blood, you're already at risk of death.
At risk of death.
Right. Correct.
Like, where are you drawing that line? So, Carl, to answer your question, prestation in V5 is trivial boons, easily gained and repaid. Minor boons require a vampire to go out of their way to help pay off. Major boons are major changes in a domain, a significant risk or an expense, or a life boon, which means you would risk up to final death to repay this boon. So one more time, it's trivial, minor, major, life.
I think his hand will go into his pocket, into the now bloodied green note. And he'll say, I can promise a minor boon from the Bruja whip and a major boon from me.
Just say it again.
A minor from the Bruja whip of Columbus and a major from me.
He pauses for a moment. Accept it.
Thank you.
She's dying.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Move over.
I move.
Soon as you move, you can recognize the presence of someone else on the outside of the door watching. And he turns Leah over in his lap with it's not a gentleness, but it's almost a familiarity of doing whatever it is he's getting ready to do. You can almost envision him turning over a dog in the same manner, or a lamb, or a calf, but he turns her over fairly easily and getting an idea of where she is, what's happening, and he flips her back where she's looking up. And Leah, you're going to fade right back in just a moment as he takes a thumb of your own blood and he starts at your nose and he paints it straight up. And he looks down at you. It's like, can you hear me, thin blood? This is going to hurt. And he's going to put both hands over your eyes. And then, Kevin, you just hear and in a way feel his hand just go into the back of Leah. And then I think that's when we're going to cut this scene. Let's forward a week just to get an idea of what we're looking at. But I don't want to just empty space that week. I do want to at least articulate a few things. So the Zook family is taking custody of both Leah and Justice. They have a farmstead, several of them. All of their lands, their territories are out towards Plain City, which is outside of Nia Glass's actual domain. So they're not beholden to any of the traditions other than protecting and defending the Masquerade. Leah is going to be held there, as is Justice. I will say for the duration of the week, they are unable to help Justice regain consciousness. Whatever happened to him at that park is beyond their magical comprehension levels. So they are gathering intelligence. They are paying boons. They're trading seekers in the background to get a better idea, a better capture on what's happening with him. Before at least now he's safe and he's stable. Ivy and Kevin, Zook, you very quickly realize, is that area veterinarian. But he also has a very close understanding of kindred anatomy. He also has a very close understanding of humans. So he's operating out of a facility that's out of his home that is completely medically capable of supporting Leah. And that's where she has been healing for the last week. He probably kept her unconscious for 2 or 3 days, and maybe on day 4 or 5, 6 is when he finally brought her out of it. So she is going to be hooked up to her IV. She is getting fluid. There's a weird hybrid of modern medicine and not that he's intertwining together. He straddles a lot of the ideologies of what should and should not be, but he's a cursed damn creature that worships God. Who's really going to argue with him today? That is where you guys are right now. Let's look back at that last week and try to get us caught up to speed then.
Okay.
Tiffanie / Ivy, I know you had some questions, and then Kevin / Connor, I know you did too. Where are we at in the last week? We know where those two landed.
Okay, yeah, I just wanted to make sure that we would be able to keep in contact with Leah when she's awake, or so that they can contact us in any way that they feel comfortable. So if they want to send a messenger, if they want to, whatever they want to do.
Okay.
Like, because I am not going to piss them off when they're taking care of somebody I care about. The other one, that's more because of Nia. But anyways, Nia and Leah, actually.
Yeah.
And mostly I'm going to focus on me and getting me healed and ready to go.
Okay.
So, because I was sitting on 3 ag, which means that's why I didn't get out of the car. Because getting out of the car would have been a little painful.
Ooh.
So,
Yeah. And we discovered here in By Night Studios, at least with 5th edition, you can heal an aggravated damage once per night, but your hunger increases
Right.
as an automatic, effect of dealing with that degree of damage. So just I'm curious for you here, Ivy. Do they have phones? Maybe. He straddles some weird lines. He wouldn't have an objection to Leah having access to a cell phone and calling you all. That's not something he would object to.
Okay.
The signal is probably terrible out there where it reaches for prayers and thoughts trying to catch a pole. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah. If you want to leave a phone, that's fine. If he needs something or wants something, he sends an animal somewhere, but he rarely or never does.
Right.
They're intentionally cut off and off the grid.
Okay. Yeah. Then yeah, I would make sure she has her phone, our phone. No, not her phone, because Gloria is
It's
tracking her
Gloria.
phone. So, make sure she has a phone.
Mm-hmm.
Even if I have to drive out there, on one of my days, after I'm done healing. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to heal for 3 days, be really, really hungry. I'm going to go
Yeah.
track down, like stalk the streets until I find like a mugger or somebody breaking into a car or, something like that. And
Mm-hmm.
they're going to get eaten and buried in the woods. So, once I'm healed though, yeah, I would get a phone and get one to her.
Okay. No, that's
And then tell
perfect.
them about her phone. Like, the reason I'm asking for Leah's phone is because somebody's tracking it and you don't want them on your property. We don't want them tracking her.
Okay. That's no notes there. I'm good across the board. Kevin, what's your last week looking like?
It is going to be a matter of probably doing similar things for the first couple of days, just healing up, feeding. Thankfully, I've got contacts in the medical community so I can get the bags I need.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also going to be running down whatever I can about, rumors of traditions of the local Amish communities and that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and just answering anything that I need that Celeste might need me for.
Okay.
Because I've got other duties now.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to make sure I'm hearing this right. So the two of you are mostly staying Columbus facing. You're not temporarily relocating out to.
I think I'd like to go out there, but I want to heal up and convalesce first. And more to the point, I want Leah to call and say, like, hey, you guys can come out here.
Okay.
Right. That's kind of my thought. And
Mm-hmm.
also, like, I want to make sure that we're like seen in town.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
we didn't disappear, whatever. Um, I just thought of something else I do want
Mm-hmm.
to discuss with Kevin about, since shit's gone sideways, maybe we should see what the Cardinal business is all about. And maybe Cardinal will
Mm,
want to meet us because it's only two of us instead of four of us.
that's a good call.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Then, if I'm hearing and metabolizing that all correctly, the last question I would have is what type of reporting are you sending back to your respective primogens or to the praxis? Because a major event happened at the
Yeah.
Fort Rapids water park that needs to be investigated by, let's be honest, more than a young coterie.
Yeah.
So, what does that reporting look like? And we will be having those scenes. It might be during this recording, it might be a future once everything has stabled down. Because even Nia Glass is smart enough to know, like, there's enough investigative data that we can pull if we cleanse out the Fort Rabbit Park, and then we can follow up with these witness testimonies once they're healed. She knows a hungry vampire is not going to give her everything that she needs.
Uh, I would have to go and talk to Moses.
Okay.
Because then I have to explain why I'm not doing the job I'm doing.
Yep.
So honestly,
Yep.
I probably would roll in injured before I
Okay.
healed myself.
So
So
he
that
could
I
see
have,
it.
yes, because otherwise he'll think I'm lying and blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I have to suffer longer,
Yeah.
but I would go so that he can see the fight. He can investigate like the wounds or whatever's on me because,
Okay.
I don't know what level of blood magic he has, but, yeah, and just pretty much explain everything to
Yeah.
him.
Okay.
And that there is a force there that I would not be able to take on.
Okay. No, that's perfect. So you give your sire the entire debriefing. Is there anything that you're holding back from your encounter at Fort Rapids?
I mean, I probably gloss over what the rest of the coterie was doing because, frankly, that's none of his fucking business. And he doesn't need to know how close I am with them because he'll just
Right.
use it against me.
Yeah.
So, but I'll tell him the reason I went is that I basically got a contract to get justice.
Okay.
Also knew that Nia Glass would want to know where justice is and what he's doing.
Okay.
I would tell Moses that justice is under the care of his clanmates,
Okay.
and that's it.
Got it. Okay. Okay. Moses is so arrogant that I don't think he would even ask about the thin blood because he doesn't care.
Right, exactly.
He doesn't care.
Which is
he doesn't care.
perfectly okay with me.
Completely outside of his periphery of give a damn. Okay, perfect. So that lead will bleed directly back to the praxis. That's on the Banu Hakim side. On the Bruja side, Kevin, what type of debriefing are you doing with anyone, if at all?
So I think I give a very similar one, but I go directly to Celeste with it.
Yeah.
I will I'll give her like the multiple different levels that I notice, particularly the usage of it's Oblivion, right?
Oblivion, yeah.
Yeah, of Oblivion. Like there is some user of Oblivion who is ludicrously powerful who set up in that water park. And let's see. So I'll download that to her.
Mm-hmm.
I'll answer any follow-up questions. I think I think mine is similar to Ivy. Like, I don't think that Celeste will necessarily use it against me. It's just more of a like, that's private. What their reasons for going there were private. But if directly asked a question, I'll answer it.
Okay. Okay. If we're treating this like a modular series, I do like the idea of getting Doc back and then just having a full debriefing with the Prince and probably the Primogen Council.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like that once people can speak to it, this would be something that the Prince would be like, yeah, well, you four assholes went there. Why don't you come here and talk to us about it?
Yeah, exactly. Yep. And then can compare notes to what they discovered once they went in behind you. Because, of course, a bigger, badder team went in behind you and is probably going to claim all of your laurels. But those who know, no, it's the Camarilla. It's what we do.
Yeah, which is okay because I don't have a good way of getting rid of it, but it has to be gone. So in this, Ivy doesn't have enough ego that it makes a difference. Like if it were like a particular kill, like if somebody said, I saved justice, she'd be like, no, fuck you.
Right, exactly.
But if they want to say they discovered all that shit and took care of it themselves, you can have it.
You can have it. Good luck.
Yeah.
Okay. That works out great for me. Table, does that feel good to you guys too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So then I think the one thing I want to do is, being that it sounds like all of you took 3 to 4 days to heal, I would love to have a reunion scene where you two at least are going to come and visit Leah as she's waking up, and then you guys are healed enough to interact. The other thing that I would like to just very briefly discuss with the table, particularly with you, Kevin / Carl, and then we're just going to fluff off the gloss. Once this information goes to your Primogen Council, which great job on following the chain of command and protocol, and then gets to the Prince and the new sheriff, I do believe there's going to be some type of wide messaging that's going to go off that is clearing everyone away from Fort Rapids. That feels authentic. With the emergency beacon, it's going to be something that's like, hey, until further notice, avoid Fort Rapids. I feel like that's probably going to go off in the 3 days as, crisis management and that team is going in. What are some other activations you guys can imagine? And then feel free to hop in here, Tiffany and Tracey too, from a domain-wide level. Nia Glass will put a lock on Fort Rapids, and she'd be sending teams in there, the more advanced teams that can go in there and investigate. What other things are happening in those first 72 hours from this significant event?
I think anybody that uses Oblivion is going to have to be accounted for
Oh,
That's a
Ooh.
good one. That's a
okay.
good one.
Tiffany, you and I are looking at each other dead in the face right now. This is why I love teeing up stories to stronger storytellers. It always makes just everything better. This is Nia Glass. This is an
Mhm.
Oblivion using
Mhm.
Lasombra, who
Oh
you know
shoot, I
is
forgot.
who
Yeah.
is
Uh-oh.
unapologetic and merciless. Do they need to be accounted for, or are they being detained?
Um, I think, well, I don't know how well you have in your mind, Bridgett, fleshed out like the entire Permagin Council or
Mm-hmm.
everybody, but I think that for sure she would be under pressure to either have them gathered
Yep.
or have them accounted, like somebody's watching them, somebody's, like, or being at least like assessed, like for their state of
Yes.
mind
Yep.
or what they're doing, that kind of thing. um
Oblivion users are the report here to be examined. Failure to
right, I
do
mean,
so at
it's
X amount of time is automatic death. I mean, it's Nia Glass. She would go that extreme.
right, right, well, and especially because she also has to make it look like I would never.
Right.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
Well, and
So
plus, I bet you she'd probably be even double pissed because that makes her and her clan look bad.
Lasombra
mhm.
are just now getting into
Yeah.
the Camarilla and seating themselves. And, there's already only 2 Lasombra princes in the entirety of the
well
world
and you
right now. This looks terrible on them.
well and that you got to remember too that goes for any of the Hakata.
The
Even if they're
Kakata.
independent, you
Yep.
gotta get them, you gotta get them in, you gotta get them
Yep.
pulled in.
Yep.
Ooh, that's gonna be messy.
That's going to be
Yeah,
gross.
especially if there's Giovanni in town, it's gonna be real messy and real uncomfortable.
That's going to get gross. I love that. First 72 hours, what else is happening on the main wider level?
I would say they might recommend not traveling alone.
Put everyone in mandated pairs or travel in groups.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, because they're now at the point where they're bringing in people from other domains. They're bringing, like, not all those people were locals.
Not all of them were local.
They got our sheriff. Like,
Yeah.
if they got our sheriff, like,
Or Scourge.
sorry.
Yeah, yeah, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, the sheriff died beginning of the story.
Sorry.
Oh,
Um,
oh,
didn't mean to
another
bring
punch
that up.
to the back. Kidney shot.
But I think traveling in pairs is going to be recommended. I don't know about mandated, but definitely recommended
Highly
because
recommended. Okay.
yeah,
Oh, I love that.
they're
Yeah,
together.
I
That's
mean,
part-
I'm with Tracy. I think it would very much be like curfew situation kind of,
Yeah. Yeah. She might be ridiculous enough just with like Prim just disappeared and where the fuck is that dude? This might be one of those things like, and actually you're all checking in at the end of each night. I don't care how uncomfortable it makes you.
Mhm.
Yeah, we
Hit
might have like a mini Elysium or
yeah.
something at the end of the night.
Yeah.
Like the last 2 hours of the night, you guys are
Somebody's checking in with somebody or somebody comes here to this gathering. Yeah.
right.
I like that. Okay. Phone tree. Yeah.
I think alternating clan, like every night you alternate clan and then you have to check in with another clan the next night. So like if you have to check in, like if you're a Bruja, you check in with the Bruja on Monday. The next day you have to check in with the Bruja and also with another clan just to be accounted for from multiple sources that are at least one that's outside of your clan.
that would give the Primogen a job during this time of whatever. So maybe everybody calls up to their Primogen. Their Primogen has a list.
Yeah, but that has to be audited by an adjacent Primogen, which is very invasive and very uncomfortable, but
Yeah.
it's also
Ooh.
very necessary with people disappearing this fast.
Mhm.
But especially if obviously, especially if Glass is going for the obviously as the prince I am beyond reproach, but to prove that I'm beyond reproach, I'm going to create a net so complicated that no one, not even me, can slip through it.
Yeah. No, that feels very Nia Glass too.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah.
very fuck your feelings. Columbus is
Yeah.
under a crisis. At this point, it's toes to the line. Like she's closing ranks across the board.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
effectively what she's doing. She's closing ranks across the board.
I mean, because how long has she been prince at this point?
Oh, baby,
She's
6
still-
months?
She's
Yeah,
still
maybe.
young in her praxis,
Yeah.
and this is major. So if
This
she
is
does
major.
not stop this bleeding and this hemorrhaging of members of her domain, she's going to be leading a town of one, and
Yep.
that's
Nope, I love it. I love it. I love it. So she's closing ranks almost in a militarized and uncomfortable way. I have to say, guys, based on what I'm hearing from all of you, though, why do I get the impression that in 72 hours, Columbus has never been more united?
Yeah, probably.
Probably, but it's also a very fragile uniting.
Yeah.
Right.
Like it's the strength that underlies like over-tempered steel. Like it's really strong,
Yes.
but there's no flexibility to it.
But yes, the rigidity is suffocating. But
Yeah, like it's great now, but this is something that she can maintain for like a week, maybe.
yeah, it's not sustainable. Yep.
Yeah.
And to be fair, as vampires are in society, a lot of the stuff they do is on the fringe, on
Yeah.
the down. And so having to check in every night to make sure that you're told and another clan is told that you're present,
Yeah.
that you're doing this, that you're whatever, that's got to also be kind of stifling.
Yeah. No, I love that. So Columbus has never been, well, the last time you guys probably felt this sense of community and uniformity is when the Chantry fell in Vienna.
Mhm.
That's been 6-7 months ago at this point. Now this is a new threat, but it's at your front door. So I love by the way, Carl, great descriptive work on that. I love the idea that Columbus is closer than they've been in the last 6 or 7 months, but the stitching is all threaded with fear, and we all know how volatile that can actually be. But for right now, everyone is close. I'm going to add on, and then if anyone else has any add-ons, let me know, and then we'll move back into scenes. But I would also add on that Glass is not protesting the fact that 2 Camarilla citizens are sitting out with the independent gangrel. I don't think that's something that's bothering her, or at least a priority for her at the moment. They're safe. They're out of the city. It's their problem. I will dog walk them if anything happens to my scourge and whatever his +1 situation is. I think that's just something that they're just like, yep. If that's where they want to be, sure. They're gonna get leashed home eventually, but right now I think it's completely okay to have them outside of the city.
Yeah, otherwise if she does seem like a little like, like, well, that is my scourge and I put her under his accounting.
Yep.
I will tell her that I will take it upon myself for her not to worry and I will check in with them regularly.
And I can't see her contesting that because that's so low priority on her right now,
Right.
given everything. And then plus Abanu Hakim is taking responsibility for that, one that she can feed back to Moses. And then plus you owe her I think it's a life boon, right?
No.
Was it a major? He did. You were
So,
teaching her blood magic, and what else did you get roped in with her on?
I think it was Moses owes her a life boon.
Moses might owe her a life. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm teaching her blood magic.
Blood magic.
But, the thing is she doesn't know that the reason that I will take this on is so that she doesn't fuck with them.
Yeah.
And I can keep tabs on them.
Yep. You're inserting yourself strategically.
Yeah.
I will absolutely make sure everything is going well there. It's where you want to be anyways.
You don't have to worry about a thing. It's
I
fine.
got it. On behalf of my clan and my sire, I am here for the praxis. I've got it. She has 0 objections to that.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else you guys want to add on for the last 72 hours? Because things are hitting very quickly. I can only imagine that Nia Glass will put a full ban on any tolerance or hospitality requests for anything coming into Columbus. It's automatically denied. Unless you can make a massive plea as to why you want to invite somebody into the city, Columbus is on lockdown.
I think the only other thing is for Kevin and I to sit at Angel's and look at his basement and see what we can pull together. So if something like this happens again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that for post the first 72 hours because y'all are healing.
Okay. Yeah.
But
Okay.
that needs to happen a lot. But yeah, I think that's great for us to do post that.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay.
Which I just love that it's going to be Angel's basement. That's just, yeah.
Well, it's a safe space that isn't anybody's haven, so.
Yeah. Anything else with Columbus, Praxis led, clan led, anything else that's happening in these first important 72 hours?
I don't think so.
No.
I think this is
a lot. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot, and we're all healing.
Yeah. So I love the idea that Leah's not aware of any of this, and I love the idea that Ivy and Kevin, these are things that are almost happening on your periphery. You get the message that the city is on lockdown. You get the message that you have to check in with your primogen. Like things are happening super fast as you're still trying to come up for air.
Okay.
What was
So
your
my
last
other
one here?
point was that while I'm sitting resting and actually healing,
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably going to be on the couch in Angel's place talking to him about what he thinks about using this place for our coterie, for meets, for building a hospital, for, hospital kind of facility or whatever to take care of Leah, those kinds of things.
Yeah. Oh. Does he respond?
Um,
Or is this you mostly talking to yourself? Or does that even matter?
Yeah, I don't know that it necessarily matters. It's kind of like when you go to someone's like grave and you
Mm-hmm.
speak to them, they don't necessarily, but I think I would hope that she gets a feeling that like it's okay. I wanted you to reach out to these people. I wanted you to have others around you. Everything he said to her before,
Yeah.
you know.
I'm not going to jump into Angel's character and role play with you in this one. But I will say, as you are having this conversation with him, is a fair way to say it, there is a glimmer on the very fringes of you of something that feels proud of you.
That's all I need. So that I know that I'm doing the right thing or I'm moving in the right direction. Because a lot of this is uncomfortable. I'm going to let some more people into Angel's place.
Yeah.
I'm going to change how he had it. Yeah. So, and I'm taking care of a thin blood, which nobody ever would have thought.
Possibly imagined. And it's not that you're just letting people into Angel's space, you're letting people into you.
Hmm.
And there is, in a lot of ways, nothing more frightening than just that. Leah, you blink awake, then you fade back out. You blink awake, you fade back out. And at some point, you blink awake and you actually stay. You can hear the beeps of monitors around you. You can see fluids coming in and out of you that you recognize as blood. And there's some normalcy in that, in almost a way. Quick question for you. What does this room that they have you set up in look like?
I mean, I feel like it has to be a really strange dichotomy of old and simple
Mm-hmm.
and new and complex. Um, because despite the fact that they use modern medicine,
Mm-hmm.
they also live still somehow true to their as true to, as they can to their faith,
Mm-hmm.
which is so strange. Um, and so I suspect she's covered in a couple of quilts that have been handmade and passed down from generations.
Yep.
Um, that, the light streaming in, or maybe not light streaming in, but the light around her is flickering of candle lights, while at
Mm-hmm.
the same time there's a heart rate monitor going off and an IV and
Yeah.
all those things. So I'm sure it's a very strange amalgam of old and new. Um yeah.
Oh, I love that. Is this in the back of a barn? Is this in the basement of a house? Is this in the attic of the house? Is this a wing of a hospital that they have on the grounds? Where do you think you're set up right now?
I
Now,
don't
mind you, the entire community, I'll at least give you this, so it is pre-built at least, is 100% a mix of human and kindred. Now, whatever arrangement they have, you don't know yet. Bridgett knows, but they've got like, if you drove during the day, you would see Amish in the fields working.
right. Yeah.
Like whatever they have, whatever arrangement, ghoul situation they have both happening simultaneously.
Like, I don't know, it's funny because in the weeks since we had that first encounter,
Mm-hmm.
I've kind of been thinking about what that would be like. For me, there would have to be some type of underground living space,
Mm-hmm.
or because they sustain a not small community of vampires.
Yeah.
Um, and so there's got to be some type of underground facilities. And maybe that's where they keep um, their modern stuff. That's where their vampires sleep.
Yeah.
Um, I mean, there may be an underground bunker that they built, and now that's how they support their not allowed to be around the sun community.
Right. The night crew, the night
The night
workers.
staff, yeah. Yeah, yeah.
The night staff. No, I love that. I love that. So they would definitely probably have you underground just so they don't have to deal with the sunlight dynamics of things of that nature. So you're blinking in, you're blinking up, and you awake in the chamber of your description. And for the moment, it looks like you are alone.
Um, how hungry am I, Bridget?
Not at all. Other than the resting hunger that comes with just being kindred.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You're sitting on one.
Um, I think I'm going to try and sit up.
Okay.
Unless I am restrained, I'm going to try and sit up and just try and get um my bearings.
Okay. Leah, it
Um,
hurts to sit up. It hurts a lot to sit up. Things that are stretching and healing and pulling apart again in your back and your front. It hurts to sit up. But when you use your elbows and you painfully inch yourself up, you can notice a head on the floor inches itself up with you, and you just see the Bernese Mountain Dog watching you. So as you come up, the dog comes up.
do you even have a name? You have a name. What's your
Uh,
name?
his mouth opens into a pant. It looks happy. His tongue rolls out. His ears flop up. That was some type of actual response to you.
Okay.
You can recognize that the dog understands that you're speaking to it.
Is Justice okay?
And the dog sneezes.
Can you get me a person that speaks my language?
Canine stands. He does a big, massive, big boy stretch,
Katie.
and he trots out of the room.
Um, and I suspect if I've been on like pain meds
Mm-hmm.
that I'm probably still a little woozy. Um, that reality is still sort of kind of coming to me. And like when you come out of like sedation, I don't
Yeah,
know how many people have experienced this, but you start to kind of grow your understanding of the world in small sizes. And it's like
yeah.
from you and how you're feeling right now to the bed you're in, and then to the room you're in and who's in it with you, and then to the things. So I think that it takes a moment for her to kind of expand her waking conscious mind back to understand that her moms are somewhere and she doesn't know how long she's been here, and she doesn't know if she's in trouble, and she doesn't know if any of her um coterie mates are here. um and I think there is a moment where she starts to panic,
Okay.
and then that panic echoed in the heart rate monitor
Yep.
probably amplifies that. And I think she just is scared and overwhelmed and worried.
So just very briefly, and then I'm going to bring us all together. I just want to stay with the vein of this really fast. Carl, do you want to play an NPC Kindred or NPC Ghoul?
Um, cool.
Okay. You are male or female?
Male.
So you are a male ghoul that has been assigned basically to the day shift of Leah, this thin blood. You cohabitate with vampires. You belong to them, they belong to you. You guys have a whole situation here. You have a family here. Your kid plays with these creatures that live underground. At one day, you may earn your embrace somehow that may or may not be interwoven into your faith. Maybe it's not. It's just one of those things. This system works. And I don't want to bore you with all the details right now because it's just going to be a quick scene. But you can hear the heart rate monitor flying off in Leah's room at the same time that the K9 comes and grabs your attention saying that you're needed.
Okay. So I think this is probably not the first time he's looked after, maybe not a thin blood, but at least a human.
Mm-hmm.
So I think what Leo will hear is just a series of, work boots on wood planks,
Mm-hmm.
that kind of shake down a little bit of dust from the ceiling that gets caught in the sunlight. Um, and a very like a very muscular, like man in his mid 50s, maybe early 50s will walk through. And it's the kind of muscular that's just literally all practical.
Mm.
From it's not the bodybuilder, it's not even athletes, it's just that what I'm saying is a very hot guy, if you're into dad bods, just walks through.
There we go. Yep.
Dad bod ghoul
Dad
is
bod ghoul.
Has Hadizuk. Okay.
Yes. Daddy's looking in the building.
They don't call him Hottie, but we might.
We might. NPC smash list just increased.
Yes.
He'll come over, he'll check the monitor, he'll take a look at you, and a very firm but gentle hand will settle on your shoulder and say, "It's all right, you're safe. You're safe."
Where are my people?
They had to go back to the city, but you can contact them at any time.
Where's Justice? Is he okay?
What do I know about that?
You guys can't wake him up.
He's stable, but since you were brought here, what would it be 3 days ago?
Mm-hmm.
Since you were brought here 3 days ago, we haven't been able to wake him up.
Oh God, 3 days.
You needed time.
But Miss Gloria, I don't know if she's gonna be mad that I'm gone. She's gonna be worried. She's gonna be so worried.
If you have her address, we can send her a message to let her know that you're all right.
I do. It's in my phone. And I think that's probably when she realizes she's in some type of like chemise or something.
Yeah.
He'll take his hand off your shoulder and motion to a hand-woven and hand-worked chair next to you, where your clothes have been folded, cleaned, patched, and your whatever electronic devices you had on you were turned off and then also cleaned and put on top of your clothes.
Oh, that's perfect.
Also not your phone, remember.
Yeah, my phone was trash.
Yeah.
New phone.
Who
Yes. Who dis? New phone. Who dis? Yes.
Okay. I'd like to call my friends.
Of course.
And I probably would move to try and go and get up and reach my phone. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, you get the hand again, because you get the hand pushing you down just as the nausea probably starts swirling around in your head.
Oof.
Yeah.
I'm here to take care of you while you convalesce. You let me know what you need.
I need your name.
What is a good Amish name?
Don't worry. Google's gonna help us. Eli, Daniel, Abram, Aaron, Samuel, Caleb, Amos.
I'm gonna go with Ezekiel.
Ezekiel.
Yeah. Ezekiel. Or Zeke if you are feeling informal.
Let me ask a strange question, Ezekiel. Have you washed me at any point in the last few days?
Have I washed you?
Yep.
Yes, why?
Okay. I think formality is out the window.
That is a fair point.
I'm Leah. My mom calls me Rosie, but whatever.
Very pleased to make your acquaintance, Leah. Now, you were looking for your phone, I believe.
Yes.
Okay. He'll pick it up and bring it over to you. And he'll then like move to a respectful distance. And he'll actually look at, actually, no, he'll ask you, would you prefer that I stay in the room or be just outside?
I don't think. She looks at him for a second. And I don't suspect that she feels confident using a power of the blood just because she's worried about using blood and then having to eat it to find a way to, but she's going to just try and look at him. She's looking for like a pulse in the neck. She's looking for like his touch was, I assume, when he put his hand on me was warm.
Mhm.
Okay. Are you a person?
I am, yes.
Okay.
I work alongside the I work alongside some of the Night Brethren.
Oh, that's neat. That's really cool. Um, Maybe I don't want to get you in trouble if you wouldn't mind standing outside for just a minute.
Of course.
Are they allowed to come see me? Am I allowed to go find them?
Yes, arrangements have been made. If you reach out to them, they will be able to come and visit them. All you have to do is let me know when they are anticipated to arrive.
Okay, what time is it?
It is 10:45 in the morning.
Oh, they're not awake at all.
No, you may wish to wait till sundown if they are also of the Night Brethren.
Um, yeah, they definitely are. I feel real tired. Can someone wake me when it's nighttime?
Of course.
Um, and I think that he has handed her the phone, and I think that she has laid back, which probably sucks.
Yeah.
Um, but I think she's probably just going to fall back to sleep with her phone clutched to her chest
Yeah.
because that to her is like a lifeline right now.
Yeah.
And then if it's okay, fast forward to when they wake her up and say, "Hey, kiddo, it's nighttime."
Literally my exact same thought. I was just going to fast forward to Ivy and Kevin actually just being in a room with you.
Yeah.
Is that okay for a fast forward? Great job on the NPC work there, Carl.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. I like that guy.
Yeah, Ezekiel's good. I like Ezekiel's
that,
look. He's good.
that guy I made up out of my brain.
He's good and he's strong.
It's addicting. It's fun.
It is, yeah.
And you guys are great with, again, just co-storytelling with other storytellers makes my life happy. So yeah, let's just modular episode. Let's just skip directly to the three of you all in the room together. Ezekiel is not in the room. The dog is, unless someone makes the dog leave.
No, absolutely not.
Because he's a good boy.
Because he's a good boy.
Yeah, unlike your dog, Bridgett.
Oh, the disrespect
Not your
continues.
dog, your character's dog.
My character. Okay, the disrespect continues. All right, King is a good boy. Okay, so yeah, let's just fast forward. You guys already have the lay of the land. You have permission to come and visit. This would be one of those things that both Ivy and Kevin, you got some type of animal messenger saying she's awake, she's conscious, you're welcome to visit whenever you want. But then that's going to get echoed by Leah calling you guys or texting you, telling you to come to. So by the time they actually get around to waking up Leah and there, you guys are probably either already en route or close.
Leah would have her phone and Ezekiel would leave the room. She was worried about talking about vampiric things in front of him because he clearly was immortal. Now he's a ghoul, but he's not a Camarilla ghoul. So Leah was a little nervous talking in front of him about vampire things. So he gives her a moment to leave, or he leaves for a moment, and I think the first thing that she would do is open the cell phone that she's been handed, knowing that it's not hers. It's not at least the one she was used to having before what happened at Fort Rapids. And she'll open it, and her instinct would probably first be to call one of her moms or maybe call Gloria. But if I'm not mistaken, there are only 4 phone numbers in that. Or 3, I think, technically, because it would be Kevin and Ivy and Connor. She would end up clicking technically the first name on the list, which would be Connor. And and he would be it would probably be nighttime, and it would be a call from a number that he doesn't immediately recognize.
I'll look at the phone and recognize like nobody gets this number without needing it, and Isabel's been very, very quiet, so I'll flick open the phone. Hello?
Connor?
Who is this? Leah?
It's Leah. Hey, Um,
Hey,
I just woke up.
good.
Um, I
How you
think
feeling?
I feel awful. I feel really not good.
Well, can't
But
imagine why.
I don't really remember what happened so much. I remember some of it, just not much of the last bit. Um,
It's for the best you don't remember the last bit. It got
did you
ugly.
did you scream down a shadow monster?
Yeah, yeah, I did.
Okay,
I
so that wasn't
I
a
had to keep the coterie safe.
yeah, yeah. I'm sorry that I got caught. I shouldn't have gotten
Don't
got.
apologize. It's we barely made it out of there alive. If something had happened, it would have been a lot very, very, very different, let me tell you. But we made out, so don't apologize. You did what you thought was the right thing.
Um, I'm feeling really um I was just about to ask you if you ever did drugs. Or were you the kind of drug dealer that only sold the stuff, you didn't do it?
Oh, yeah, when you're starting out, I mean, you got to know what the good stuff feels like, and let's just say it wasn't something that was good at the time or good for me or led to good things, but yeah, I've tried them.
Well, like I've never done like hard stuff, but I didn't know that in my condition I could get drugs. I
Yeah, I
think
guess
that's probably the only reason I'm not just like screaming right now.
well, I feel
Um,
like at the water park we all did enough screaming for everybody.
so I just wanted to check because I didn't see you in the car.
I I had to go take care of some things. I mean,
Okay.
there was a venture in there that needed to be taken care of, and I made I can't say I even made sure, but I had a good feeling you were in good hands with Kevin and Ivy.
I think I bled on everything.
That sounds about right.
Do you know that our domain prizes um not being a liability? And that's pretty much, I think that's all I am. And I feel
You're
like
not. Stop. You're not a liability.
um you all would have been okay, and that girl wouldn't have gotten a hold of justice if I hadn't gotten swiped up. And I should have known not to be in the back. That was stupid. And
Look, it happens. Okay, sometimes in this unlife we hold on to more humanity and empathy than others. I mean, I've seen vampires that do nothing but snarl at humans and treat them as meat, and I've seen people put themselves in danger try to protect somebody they didn't even know. And that's you. You tried to save that girl. How are you supposed to know that she would try to kill Justice? You didn't know.
no, but we left her.
We made the decision that felt right at the time. Had we brought her, maybe she would have gone into that other room. Maybe something worse could have happened.
Um, at the very least, I didn't bleed on your tie.
I've got more. Don't worry.
Kevin,
Kevin's a Bruja. He's used to blood.
That's true, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm just also
I
not used to bleeding that much in front of friends.
well, it's better than bleeding that much in front of enemies.
um,
I'm glad you're okay.
thanks. Um, Justice is here too. I don't know if you knew that. Um,
I really once I took off, you're the first one to call. I somehow managed to get out of that water park without a scratch. Riddle me that. All it took was actually acting like Mr. Prim thinks I should as a Ventru.
oh, that is such a turnoff.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
uh, Connor, you okay. It may be whatever is in this IV, and that's what I'm gonna say. But he kicked you long enough. We'll find him because I'm sure you're worried, like I was when Justice was gone. But if something does happen and I can't be there, listen, listen at least to Kevin. Ivy won't say it because it's hard for her to say. But the last thing that I remember is all of us being there for each other, like being there when it really mattered. And even though it's been 30 years of you getting your ass kicked over and over and over again, you don't need him.
Yeah, maybe. Can I tell you something, Leah?
Please do. I might not
That
remember it.
I'm hoping you don't. Tell them to dial up your IV drip because you say I'm worried about Prim and looking for him. If he's gone, or if he just doesn't check in to the domain for a few months, I get acknowledged and I never have to worry about him again.
Wait, is that true?
Yeah.
Ivy's gonna be so mad we didn't just kill him like months ago.
You know, there's something to be said about killing one of our own. I mean, and I'm gonna pause on that our own because that was a very specific choice of phrasing there.
Okay. Um,
It, he may be the one to kick me for 30 years, and after what he did to my daughter, he he does deserve to die. But I can't be the one to do it. I can't let him win because do you remember you left me a sticky note?
who me? No, I would never do
Oh,
such a
yeah,
thing.
okay. Well, you put a question on it. I've been mulling it over ever since, and I think I know an answer for it.
What's your answer?
I don't want to be him. If I'm destined to be a king, I don't want to be a king like Prim. I want to be somebody who can care. I inherited his entire family of ghouls.
Wait, did I know that? Maybe I did
Oh,
somewhere.
let's just pretend it's the drugs talking there, Leah.
Okay, maybe I did know that. Okay.
But it taught me something about him that every time he punished me, somebody else got the praise. For 30 years, I thought that my daughter was safe in New Jersey, away from everything.
And he let you think that.
Yeah, he did. I may be a Ventru by blood, and destined for greatness as a king, because we are kings. We are born into being kings. I don't want to be one like him. That the cruelty, the abuse, it taught me one thing. It taught me not to be afraid. I did shout down a shadow demon because that's who I could be.
It's the thing, Connor. You get to choose your crown. And I can't wait to see what crown that's going to be. It was
Oh,
good to hear your voice.
same. I'm glad you're okay. I don't know if I can make it out there. I'm trying to, with all these ghouls and taking care of this Ventru I saved. I'll try to get out there if I can. Just call if you need anything.
What if I just, what if I don't need anything?
You can still call.
Thanks.
Hang in there.
You too. It's going to be okay.
Yeah.
I think that's a good place to end it.
Are all there.
Yes.
Hey, had us a little worried there for a minute.
Um, did you hear about Justice? Also, I think I'm on drugs.
Well, you probably are, so that you aren't screaming in pain.
I
Yeah.
think I did that too.
Yeah, you did.
Okay.
We were there for that part.
I'm so sorry. That's so embarrassing.
Embarrassing? Oh, shut the fuck up.
Um, you you guys saw how cool Ivy looked. She was like a battle angel.
Yeah. And she's not the one who took down the one who was turning.
It's
You
true.
are. Justice is here because of you.
Did anybody else get out? Did they save anybody else? We let them loose, but did they get free?
Reports
Connor,
pending.
yeah, reports pending. Connor took the Ventru with him on my motorcycle. Um, but there was second and maybe even third team sent in. So hopefully they got some of them. We kicked up a hornet's nest. The whole city has been locked down for the last 3 days.
Oh no. Are we in trouble?
Not technically,
No.
or yet.
Right. Um, I told Nia that we would take care of you and Justice out here so that you don't have to deal with any of that nonsense. Um,
Do you know what they
yeah.
call us here?
Hmm?
Do you know what they call us here? They call us Night Brethren. That's so cool.
That's really cool.
It really is. It
I
really
like
is.
that.
That's
So good.
super cool. I don't want to be Amish, but I think I'm going to adopt that. Sorry. Yeah. I don't think I have a lot of insight for our meeting today. I'm sorry.
We
Um,
just we just wanted to make sure you were okay. You do what you need to do for as long as you need to do it. You're in a place that's outside of the reach of certain people.
so where is she? Is she looking for me? Is she mad?
Who?
Gloria.
Oh. I was mostly speaking about Nia, but our horror prince. Anyways,
Oh, snap.
that's what they call her.
The dog's
So,
tail on the floor starts wagging furiously.
um, but as far as Gloria goes, I don't know. I don't have it in me to go talk to her. Um, but I got you a different phone so that
Oh,
you could have some peace because we still don't know the extent of which, like how far she is gone.
so then we don't know what's going on with moms.
Unfortunately, no.
I we can go and investigate for you, but we wanted to talk to you first.
Correct.
We didn't want to. We can pass a message along. We can check in on your family. We wanted to make sure you were out of the woods before we did anything.
I mean, um, I tried to sit up and almost threw up. Like vampires do.
I mean, if you're damaged enough,
When was
almost
the last
anything's
time
possible.
you threw up, Kevin?
2002?
I tried to actually do a shot once.
Ow.
Ow, right? Laughing hurts. Laughing hurts.
Um, I heard that they clipped a lung.
They did.
I believe it. It didn't sound good.
So what can I do from here? Like, it's not like they have laptops and Wi-Fi. Do they have laptop? Maybe they do. I don't know.
No, they don't, but I did bring a repeater, so you should be able to get a slightly stronger signal for your cell phone out here. Um, but what you can do is rest and get better. We took this option because, well, frankly, I was worried you wouldn't make it across town. And also, this was the only option we had that put you and Justice in roughly the same place.
Right, exactly. I figured you'd want to be by justice.
Did they tell you about him?
No, I haven't
No,
asked yet.
They
I
can't
mean, you're a higher priority if you ask me, but
they can't wake him up. Whatever they did to him, they can't wake him from it.
oof.
they might not. They might have to find another necromancer that would know that level. It it might be blood magic that I don't have access to.
I always thought that necromancy was for like dead people already dead.
Well, he is.
No, not like that. Like
Raising the dead?
yeah.
Nah,
That's not
that's mostly storybook stuff as far as I
right.
understand it.
Yeah, like
Though
vampire.
I have heard rumors that zombies can be made or golems or well, we
You're
saw
gonna
some of those weird creepy
Really?
mashup things.
Yeah.
you're gonna leave me alone on the farm in the middle of the woods with that.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess like the plus side to that is half those animals are going to be loyal to this farm and you.
Yeah, that's true. I can't tell if this is a dog or if this is a gangrel that just likes to be in a dog form.
The dog sneezes. Big sneeze. Whole
D
body shake.
does it really matter? I mean,
Yeah.
No, it doesn't because he's a good boy.
Oh, good boy rolls on his back.
Oh, he gets scritches.
It matters a person who can understand the things that I cry about when I sleep.
hmm.
If not, I don't mind a dog. I mind somebody listening to everything that I say.
Unfortunately, when you're in gangrel territory, every bird, every cat, every mouse, you just got to assume it.
Okay.
The only thing I can tell you is that most things that we care about, they don't.
I okay. What can I do? Can I can make phone calls. I have some contacts. Um
Leah, rest, recuperate, feel better. You heal like a human. You need to give yourself time.
Mm-hmm. I agree. And those are
Once,
orders.
yeah, once you're feeling a little bit better, maybe you can move around and
I just
Yeah, how's your needle point? I bet you could work on your needle point here.
I know how to. Bridgett, you broke me. God damn it. I pride myself. Ooh.
Viewers, just so you guys know, sorry to break the immersion. We're all cussing Tracy out in the chat about not resting. And finally, I was like, man, just fucking learn to quilt or something. Just sit down. Shit.
Ooh, oh Lord. I know how to sew a little, patch up holes in clothes. I just need to know what's going on with my mom's. That's really all I care about. And you guys.
We'll check in on them.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Also, there is no makeup here, and I haven't seen how I look. Do I look really good? I feel like I look super club ready.
You are the hottest I've ever seen you.
That's sad. Oh no. Oh, I try really hard to look anyway. Okay. Um, I want to feel like I'm still part of the team, okay? So just let me know what's going on, all right?
Yeah. Why don't we just text when you're awake from your naps and we'll keep you updated.
Okay.
We'll keep you updated by text.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I'll try to see if there's a way to learn how to get better at this.
You are what you are, and what you are is enough. So stop apologizing for being that.
You know, I was just
I feel bad. This is my fault we didn't have a place to take you to after you got hurt. Because I've been a kindred for 30 fucking years, and I didn't think, wait, you've got a thin blood now. I'm going to go back to town, and I'm going to fix that. We're going to get a place that we can heal you if you need. And we're going to try and figure out if we need to get your moms away from Gloria.
Okay.
Yeah, like they're still like mobile, right? Like they get around, they can.
One mom does.
Okay.
My Kathy can still move. She's fine. She's getting old, but she's fine.
Like they would be perfectly okay living in a house by themselves?
No.
Oh, okay.
What level of help would they need? Because I can figure it out.
So my mother, her name is Isabella, which is weird now that we're in this coterie. It's weird. It's real weird. But she has advanced Alzheimer's, and they were trying a bunch of new medications and things to help her, but she's not doing well. And so they have been able to buy us time while Edmund was here, but I don't know what's going on now. I don't know. I don't know if she's okay, if she's better, if she's worse. Like, what if Gloria decides that she's gonna help her, and that means making her a vampire or ghouling her?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm scared of. I don't know. I don't know.
We'll look in on them.
Yeah.
We'll start there. We'll look in on them, and
well, and we can look at our contacts and see who we can bribe at the facility. I know it looks like Gloria owns it, but maybe we can weasel something on the inside.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. I think that's a great place to end this here, and then